We've got another Melick Adventures collab. This time we are talking about Frozen and Frozen 2, so let's get cracking! Hello, my explorers, and welcome back to Loren's Adventures Out There. And if you're new, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. My name is Loren, and I'm with Castles, Capes, and Clones, where we discuss everything in the Disney universe. We talk Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, The Muppets, 20th Century, National Geographic, Disney Plus, ABC, Hulu, and more. If it's about Disney, we're talking about it. So if you like that kind of content, we'd love it if you would subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications, and do like this post, as it really does help us out. Okay, so if you watch my channel, I am part of a regular series of Melick Adventure movie collaborations. Each month we get two different movies from either animated movies from Disney or Pixar, and you can run with it any way that you want. If you want to make a recipe, if you want to draw, if you want to show your collections from that particular movie, you can do that. As you know, I like to go and look at the inspirations for those movies, whether they be, some kind of object or, in this case, an artist. And today we are going to be talking about Frozen's art director, Mike Giaimo. Today I am proud to be talking about one of my old instructors at the California Institute of the Arts, CalArts. This is Mike Giaimo. He was my character design teacher, and his work greatly inspired the looks of Frozen and Frozen 2. Giaimo went to work at Disney in 1978 on The Fox and the Hound as an in-betweener, and went on to work on The Black Cauldron. He left Disney after that, came back and worked on Who Framed Roger Rabbit, this time as a character designer, and then left Disney again, came back, worked on Pocahontas, and then he worked in visual development with Home on the Range. Left Disney once again and came back to serve on Frozen as its art director. Frozen would be Giaimo's first foray into computer animation. For the look of Frozen, he wanted to use the tools but give the landscapes and characters a stylized look that you could see in hand-drawn animation. Having been his student and gotten a chance to see so much of his work, you could see the influences of both Mary Blair and Ivan Earl. On Earl, Giaimo said, "What I learned from him was the beauty of organization. His shapes are extremely organized. The obvious is basing most of his aesthetic on horizontal and vertical conceits. That's something I always go back to. It's ingrained in me. And I use it on Pocahontas, I used it on Frozen, and other similar projects at various commercial houses." And he was the master of color temperature. You can see it in Sleeping Beauty, warm and cool colors, and how they play those values in warm and cool temperatures. I call them jewel-like colors, and that's something I've always loved. And I definitely put both theories in Frozen, horizontal and vertical, and color temperature. That was big, but I only use theories if they work for the storytelling, not just because I love Earl. After researching Scandinavia for inspiration, Giaimo was mostly inspired by Norway and its culture. He looked at the rustic folk art called rosemaling, which you can see throughout Frozen, in its architecture and culture. He was inspired by the indigenous Sami people on whom Kristoff is somewhat based, and he loved the fjords as they were unique geological formations. Telling D23, the official Disney fan club, Giaimo said, Scandinavia is really picturesque, and a lot of the illustrative versions of Hans Christian Andersen's Snow Queen reflect a Scandinavian influence. Some were Russian, but mostly Scandinavian. And I started looking at the research and travel books and placed sticky notes on things that interested me. You get more specific as you hone in on what visually interests you and where the story is going. So I thought it would be really great to set our kingdom, Arendelle, on a fjord. I thought that we could get more mileage out of that visually. And then when I started looking back at my notes and the Scandinavian book, I realized that 80% were on things and locations from Norway. So I decided Norway was it. It not only had fjords I wanted, but it also had some great culture and detailing. I knew this was the place. The costuming in Frozen is the most detailed and complex that you will find in a computer animated film. Again with the clothing, featuring the trademark Norwegian rosemaling. But how do you have such detailed costumery without people getting distracted? For this, Giaimo went back to Earl styling, using controlled color values to draw your eyes to where the filmmakers want you to look. Giaimo went on to work on The Frozen Adventure and Frozen 2. His next project is Disney's animated film, Wish, starring Ariana DeBose and Chris Pine, coming out in November, and will most likely work on the upcoming Frozen 3. So I hope that you got a little opportunity to learn about somebody that I find very inspirational. Again, I was glad to have him as an instructor. I learned so much from him. And anyway, let me know what you think about Frozen and its looks in the comments below. And if you had a good time today, we'd love it if you would subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications, and do like this post, as it really does help us out. Visit us on all of our socials down below, and visit us on our website at www.castlescapesandclones.com. Thank you so much, and we will see you later. Bye!